needed to make sure my mic was unmuted for a second there. It is unmuted. Anyway, hello. Happy Valentines to everyone and their mother and their father and their cat. Yeah. 1 second. I've been my voice. I've been assembling a compilation of stuff that I need to research. I'm gonna remember to put my phone on silent instead of vibrate this time. Ain't that great? I am the most professional of the VTubers, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Anywho, happy Valentine's. Welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking-good dating simulator. I figured this was good for, or a good choice for a Valentine's stream. Also, from talking a little weird, past couple streams, I have a sore where I bit my lip, and it hurts. We'll make do. Well, I've never played this before, so new game. I forgot my own name there for a second. It's okay. The chicken and biscuits. The chicken and biscuits. Put the mashed potatoes on the biscuits. I'm just gonna say, you can thank me later. Why am I using my hands? You can't see my hands. Oh boy. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. I'm a student? That better be university! Oh my god, the chicken poster. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh, we're dating the professor. Okay. I'm throwing the clock at the window. You said this? You said up to what's left. It's over already? Fuck you too. Why is it lagging down my stream? Hold on. Yeah, of course the model's taking a lot of CPU, but... Okay. I am heavily confused on what's going on here, but we'll roll with it. Oh my god. I don't know. Okay, anyway. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Well, throwing the clock out the window kills me, so. Laying in bed, you stare at the ceiling. Think about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. My favorite school. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? Well, what will you cook? What should you wear? Your imagination is on you. Guess because I don't want to be. I'd better arrive. Make sure to arrive prepared. You through your morning brushed, cooked, deodorized. Confidently grab it. Stride. Just what you need to look. Standing in the quiet upon the school. Your lifelong best friend, Miriam. Hi. I was like the actors. It's horribly awkward. Good morning. Are you excited for the first day of lives? Actually, I'm sure it's what's this morning? I breakfast for myself. I didn't taste any left. What if I fail? My math parents show us a very high standard. Ever since we were little, together, you and a sandbox. Sandbox! Oh my god. Hold on. I was really hoping that I could make the model work. But no. I gotta have to turn that one off. Okay. Wait. That wasn't the model. Oh, shit. That wasn't the model. That was my KBPS, or my connection. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll see how it runs without the model for a bit. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how it runs without the model. Good god, this is distracting me. I'm trying to wait for it to catch up. Oh boy. Okay. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Okay, but love and care doesn't quite make a good cook. But okay. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semester, 3 days! I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Oh my god! Sweet girl, Miriam had always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she shipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh my god! Miriam, no! Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had her tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. I know those cards. Okay. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow. I wish I could call my own. Or I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating. Yeah, 3 days. You will be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking and no time at all. Please let me know if the lag is persisting, by the way. Please. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. Yeah, I'm worried that was just my internet being my internet. Because, like, I was looking at my stats here, and my connection symbol thing was at the minimum it could be. Was at 1 bar, which typically means some fuckery is afoot. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yes. You can definitely believe it. Yes. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you are rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground. Oh my God. Hey! Oh my God, what is that spelling? It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Oh yeah, can I date her? Hello, Ashley. Oh, I did not see you there, chicken shins. You leave Starlight shins alone! They are perfectly normal shins! Thank you, Miriam. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Oh my God. Here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you can see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. That's a nice ass. Ahem! Van! You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I cannot believe the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning would ever allow people like you to attend the students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs can learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. Ah, I forgot my voice for her. See you later, losers. That was too sassy. Oh my God, we're getting all of our characters right now. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly to it. Kid? Hello? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. No. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. No, thank you. No, thank you. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Starlight. So, are you going to make me hold the door all day? And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Aww. Good God. Miriam, no! Miriam, no! No! This game took a turn! Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? No! I think it's just you. It is just you! Go get help! You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. The dog can talk! Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this Oh, wait, it's me. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? He must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Wolf. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. I love how young he looks. Like he genuinely looks. Oh my god. You're immediately swept up into the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Fucking Miriam over here. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Holland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. I try and pronounce it as it's written, and it's not pronounced how it's written. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Oh my god. Wait, I just noticed his hair is a star! Hey! Don't steal my branding, you asshole! And this over here must be Sweaty Sweat-a-Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all of your really weird insults? Besides, when Starlight sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and sets some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. I am interested in the blood, thank you. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Oh my god. And just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's out in the street. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough. But interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Wait, huh? Oh! I get the joke now. Now that I've read your full comment, I get the joke. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Also, is my chat, like, readable? No! Somehow I made it worse! What the fuck? How did I make it worse? Hold on, I'm gonna try and fix this. Okay, that does not want to come up. Which indicates that this is definitely my internet. Okay. Do I need to, like... I'll bump it up to 70? Is that gonna work? I'll change that to this. Okay, hopefully that'll work. Okay. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his teddy is Clank a car. Oh my god. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh no! Don't bully poor Clank. Oh, Clank, you rascal! Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Hey! I did not play this game to be called out, you asshole. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Chicken snack, I guess? Reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks into it. His favorite! Well, I think there might be some competition for a new student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Oh boy. Wait, is it actually like... Oh god! How did I make it so much worse? How did I don't... Is it this that needs to be wider? The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a warm coating of doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. There's a lot of reading in this game. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds blown to the amazing minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Starlight! There's still a seat here! It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Colonel Sanders! You moved to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. Oh my god. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I have only two rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. So wise. That's so inspiring. Oh god. little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz. What? Yay! A quiz about me! This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. Oh shit. What? If train A is traveling to point B and point B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. What do the trains have? Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather. Yeah, that's right. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat. No. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Yeah, Sprinkle's a good boy. Best boy. Best boy. That's right. Your total score is perfect. 5 out of 5. Yay! Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh my god, the hearts! Hot diggity, Starlight! You scored some major Colonel Sanders points for that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! What? Quickest day ever! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? Oh, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch. Oh my god. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell is myself. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he is very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. Well, there's the advertising. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders is filled. A bucket? With chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. Oh my god. But that's all I'll say about that. What? Do you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! They're fucking Timo, Jesse, and James! They're fucking Jesse and James! Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light. Oh my god. What? What? Anyway, looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what singer Ashley has prepared for the follow-up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. And dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You leave my man alone, Ashley, or I'll take you both to bed. Oh God. Oh God. What did I do to my... I have literally... You can take Miriam. I have literally no idea what I did to completely break my chat like this. I'll try a different font. Maybe that'll work. Anyway, you see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face and tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I'll swim towards the light. Fuck it. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Oh no. Unable to resist, you reach toward the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer. Closer. Until your fingertips connects to the end of everything. Did I just die? I just died. Fuck. Is it gonna restart me entirely? Okay, it didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna... Just gonna skip through all this. Oh, okay, so you have to like hold it. Okay, transports me. We'll try this one. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, he can feel something that can only be described as a love for a man, for a flavor, and it's the same. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy. For all times, I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up so easy, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank, something that my great-grandmother taught me. Blank! Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, sitting in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just want to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Big plans and a big cock. Anyway, because, you know, he needs one to get the chicken from. Duh! Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Starlight. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. That's love! We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Is this gonna be a mini game? Oh, fuck. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they can need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff! Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except for Colonel Sanders. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Starlight. I'll prepare our station. Oh. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quietly take notice. Hello, new partner! Meep up. Oh my! Two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I get to choose between a child and a robot. The robot seems like the more illegal of the two. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be pairing with Clank today. That's okay. I already ate! It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Aww. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Tissue? I hardly know you! Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. There's This match made my best friend with a robot. Oh my god. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. Takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. I was not expecting this to be a visual novel. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh wait, I need to like pull down my disclaimer since I'm not using a model. Oops. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Well, I know this is a dish, so we'll see. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting, maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Yeah. Should have figured that my wife is getting jealous of my relationship with Colonel Sanders. Well, looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off of my man. And I'll put them in you if you don't shut up. God, Van. Can you not see the married couple is arguing here? Don't interrupt. Did someone call for me? Oh, no. Jeez, Van. While I'm over here caressing Starlight's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Starlight's struggling, so we ought to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Oh, Jesus Christ. And don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to connect creations worthy of concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Oh my god, he was so angry! Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't want out. And she's also coming for me, so why am I shocked? Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Colonel Sanders, because, you know, I'm gonna leave Miriam and Clank together. And to grow their relationship. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so that's unexpected format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Am I right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Starlight as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Starlight's natural talent, or their loyalty. No, don't make her cry! Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy nature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been clicking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes in a perfect, creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream to flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know all so well while your attention was elsewhere. Oh god. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand, holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Fun fact, I don't actually typically like gravy with my mashed potatoes. So, yeah. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Oh my god. And then, filled with rage without thinking, and you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. They're lovers. Van, do something! Colonel Sanders looks horrified. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tasted the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Starlight. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. I'll eat it off of her. I will eat it off of her right now. Can I have potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Oh. Mashed potatoes, gravy? The axe! It's on an axe! Gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestor. You've ignored me for far too long! That ends now! It is I who will have first fight, and you will all look on with envy! Oh my god. Oh. The interrupting student rushes at Van snipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Wait. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus is rushed and it may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. Well, he's dead. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone, step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of food being swept up into Pop's mouth. faces in pain for this moment, and then is immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. Oh my god. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd as they are motionless as statues. Okay! The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors can make enough money. I'm not either! Hello! I just turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're shaken up by all that really annoying student, all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them never reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him. In a way, you find that inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Starlight? There's something I need to tell you. Shut the fuck up, Van! Ugh! God. So infuriating. Just so infuriating. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef that the world's ever seen. Exactly. He needs to be, like, fucking arrested. Colonel Sanders looks so angry. Oh my god. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey! No! You! Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Okay, you do that while you go Super Saiyan, okay? Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? Thank you! You can prove that! Roll the clip! I've been recording this whole time! Oh god. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero! You're the murderer. The Spark Monster is here to fight! What? What? Oh my god. How dare you threaten me as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? He's rhyming on... Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? Well, before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? What? You decide to defend? Which defense will you choose? I guess that's what I have. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint to see the spark Spork Monster called Special. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I can die. Far a lot of good that defense did. I guess I'm attack. Fuck. Oh my god. Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Smash, mind, and draws an energy from Earth. What? What? Can I even... What? Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens! Punch my power pinch! Hot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monsters defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster boosts steam into the night. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. Please don't come back tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. Defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection is so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that the final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you were tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh my god. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Or premonitions. And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank! Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him! Like him! We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and it was also the the convertible that he made himself roll. Oh my god. There. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was rode prom king at school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Wait. He was the convertible? Okay then. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Same here. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. You sure did! You're great! Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Damn! Damn, she's a bitch! Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool, and you are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Oh no. Oh no. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was watering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show what he meant. He said that it was a powder created from super duper rarefied dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel's secrets. Fuck. Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know, sounds like some kind of wishes potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt! Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. It's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse stance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Wow. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Why was he crying? Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to comfort for you. Oh, Starlight just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping! I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Oh no. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with the restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over at Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make it like a tree and mind your own wax, honey? Oh, I actually like that. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Oh no. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Oh boy. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding and you can see. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. So, they're murderers and thieves. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to a wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! But before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Mimi. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Oh no. He's crying. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No! Your mother was a stand mixer! Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Hell yeah! Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows! I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them! Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Sign up for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal everyone the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Oh, you rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Starlight. Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Shimmering pepper, I guess? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me! This guy again! I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy! You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Oh boy. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. Oh boy. And this seems smart. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool! Fool! The good one, Van. I like your gumption, Starlight. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. No, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer! Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words timer ready. Oh, shit. That's what I'm talking about! Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidity, a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I like her knife. I will defeat you myself. Oh boy. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. Oh boy. It's time to boil some water for potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick random. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's wrong. What do you think, Starlight? Get your head in the game. Okay. Tell why dragging intensifies. Oh. Well, you got some basic stuff going on. It's time to elevate your craft. Fuck. Kid, I have a dog. It's something. Oh my god. Wait, I'm gonna die after this. Aroo! You try and shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Fuck! It was boiling! What are we even doing? Okay. Okay. I got this. I got this. Okay. Anyone can relax, cafeteria lights dim on arrival. I'm just gonna zip through this. Shut up until you're on. Okay. Yeah, I have to do it with Celsius. Okay. I got this. I got this. 11. No. God damn it. Alright. Here we go. I believe in you, Starlight. Oh. 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 Oh no. Oh boy. No, 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 no! He's crying! He's crying. Oh no. There's something. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it actually? How you? I'll internalize the rage. Never mind. sweating because you're a terrible chef. Oh my god. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine! Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way, but I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but even failed as a mule herder. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Wait, what? I lost my business partner to a gunfight? I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tying, well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it always hasn't been. Or it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. Holy hell! He just told us that his friend got shot! I resolved that when I was going to, I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. Jesus Christ. It's a true story? As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Oh my god. Just as your moment grows into me, you're interrupted by a threatening shadow presence. It's the fucking sport monster. It is I know that I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say that it was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Anyway, thanks, Borko. Oh, wait. Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong in a cooking school. I can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see? I don't believe it! You were human once? Oh. Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until some day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever Oh. Oh no. Precisely, I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Starlight, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Did he just invite me home? Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Oh my god, the picture in the background. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food and with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you got him right where you wanted. Should you reveal your new confection or creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux Hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on the small... Oh, I could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each seems to radiate memories and emotions. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that it must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Oh my god! Who frames a baby picture of just himself? Probably the same type of guy who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Holy shit! The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Something about this. Front photo shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing with them. That is not what's going on in that photo at all. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Oh my god, this fucker. No. I could tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see him in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and Ghost's suit is swept out with a breeze. It's chicken scented. You pick it up, try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Price of wood, or a piece of wood floating in the lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe. Oh, recipe ingredients. It's blank. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh. Oh no. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. Oh, okay, thank God. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Let's look at the chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. Oh. The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. I guess we'll click on this. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're clicking on the save. Think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? And it dawns on me. 11. Oh, shit. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Okay, I guess the only thing... You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a robe with signature white suit hanging within. Take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in scent. And say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that you've been working on and wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. I don't even know what sashimi style is, so bear with me here. Hold on. If my desk and the side table is very messed up. Oh! It's let's not have sushi chicken. Or chicken sushi. I guess I can tell him the truth because I wasn't really doing anything wrong. You confess. I think I have to develop feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Starlight? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. I think by the hearts that I did. Just putting that out there. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Oh my god. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. Wouldn't that be enters? Ah, whatever. He's Colonel Sanders. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast. Your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Chicken with biscuits and gravy. Human. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect... Holy shit. How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Yeah. Yeah, we we know that's not what you mean, Colonel Sanders. won't flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner. Yeah. Business partner. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all set. It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. You dumbass! There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Oh no. You gently open the door. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now it turns out you're fine and I can finally get you up to speed with the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I'd be partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Hold on, sorry. So, fun fact about me, I'm one of those rare freaks who had my wisdom teeth growing correctly, and occasionally I'll bite wrong and bite my own gum with them, and it sucks. Okay. Okay, got this. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. You mean a whore like I am? But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, sure, yeah, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on talking to pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. Because I'm a whore. You what? Nothing happened! No, a lot happened. But the emotional connection, wow. What the fuck? Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. What the fuck, Miriam? If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh boy. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You could get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders... Alright. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? And she's crying for it. Oh my god. You've got some nerve, Starlight, suggests the guy. Pick on the fastest horse! Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist from the injury from yesterday's major incident makes you wince with pain. It doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Starlight, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Fuck off. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Starlight. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. I'll see you inside, Starlight. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she is, you walk across the quad and get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take the spell book. You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. I am in no condition for a fucking visual novel, okay? Whoa, what? Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like that book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? Oof. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency! It says around the edges of the page. Oh no. I could use a spell here that says it will release anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming exam. That is way drastic! Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is Jurassic. Jurassic. Or Jurassic Park, okay? Jurassic. God, I can't speak. But desperate times call for desperate measures. Oh boy. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know that I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose crunches up and he begins Fuck! Fucking hell! His His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Oh. Grab some homework from last semester. Okay, thank God it's just a sheet of paper. Here's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Starlight. Were you studying something with cinnamon? Yes, something with cinnamon. I've been sitting in on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Starlight, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Words and sparks coming out of the back room. I told you to save it for after class. Oh. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? They're arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Well, just form a triangle in mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? No, but they are the scariest shape. You know why? Because they have 4 points to stab people with. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Yeah, they're the sharpest shape, so there you go. Then take Jeff and Joan with you! You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I can. Holy shit! Miriam! Get it together, Miriam! Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out the gaps in his panels, and the loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that plank. Oh my god. That didn't go where I thought it was going. In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with the shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Christ. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't We mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge is TM. Still working on the title, but I think you get it. The test time approaches. See you all in the arena, I'm afraid. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug smelling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny hot cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of frustration is such a silly boy. It really is. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to settle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sort of. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show you or show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay. You had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. Had a chance to beat the pants off Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Starlight's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Starlight, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's a lot of yards. It does remind me, where I live, there's, like, in the main city that I go to, because I live kind of between 4 different cities, but in the main city that I end up going to, there's a barbecue place, and holy hell, if you catch them in the morning, that barbecue place, the smoker's going off, you can smell them through the entire fucking city. It's great. And like, I don't even like barbecue sauce. I'm not the biggest fan of barbecue, but holy shit. I don't even like the place, because I used to work there, and I know that their managers are assholes, but there's a reason they have a really high turnover rate. But like, holy shit, man. Oh. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. I am struggling to speak. It's fine. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I can eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Oh yeah. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules except cook with everything you've got. Holy shit. You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, Van Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big on going small. I mean, yeah. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at full 10 of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air! Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend baster blaster! Jesus Christ. Van flexes his pecs and as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Boy. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. What? 5-dial pressure point cooking technique. Or chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him into the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own and you're desperate not to see her win if it's another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Do it the hard way. Yeah. I mean, he's already killed somebody. What the fuck do you expect? Aren't there some ways that you can, like, remove the venom? Nah, Sprinkle's got that strong plot armor, okay? My bet is Pop. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders seems that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Oh, I believe in you, Starlight. Oh, Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Starlight, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You are, like, clingy, dude. Oh, God. I will happily take the hard way from him. Holy shit. And throw Ashley in there while we're at it. You turn and notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Oh, no. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! Oh, no. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get I've from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling in a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the sport monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spark monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you've conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids in your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha! Yeah, you guess, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to! I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You could spill the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know where exactly they came from, but it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's like the time you lost your school and I fallen asleep during scary tax class when I woke up. Okay. You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes a hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, I don't know how you could ever win. Summon extra power deep from within yourself. The power of love and friendship. I have I have the power of Colonel Sanders on my side. Woo! I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy. Mac and cheese isn't fucking orange! Anyway, your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been practicing their entire lives for... Yes, Starlight, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Shut up! The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You're trapped in my inspiring monologue! My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been prepping their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Holy shit. Except turn back time, which would have been super useful because while you're powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be fuck. But don't worry, dear Starlight. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to do is make mac and cheese sometimes almost out, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Also, there are no rules! What? Hey, guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal some of the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes upon. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Are they fucking? Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop! Get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! It looks like Pop is eliminated from this challenge, seeing as how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. Can I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say. It's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You want to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. I'm just wondering how long his plug is. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and a savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tip dip into the bowl. Wait, pink dog tongue, not his pink dog tip. He's not fucking the dish. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. There's not much left. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+! Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Starlight, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up! Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and axolotl urchin shell topped with caviar. He really likes his seafood. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles! A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof! Woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine! That was a horrible growl. Hold on. Oh god. Nope. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! Oh shit. That's not allergic. That's venom. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Is disqualified! A stunning turn of events! Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me! Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, I'm just a dog, and I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom, Turkish delight, and a light rose water syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Oh, that actually looks really good. Also, I like Turkish delight. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it is quite delightful. However, I'd ask you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? I got toast in your ears or something, Starlight? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I want to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified! Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You want no high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last time you've heard of me, either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a delicious bowl of mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality and into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed, but there are supposed to be more battles. But come on, how could they be better than this one? Now the school year is complete and everyone's graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Is that an actual thing? Are graduation dances like actual things? Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena? Okay, because I'm just like, did I miss out on not 2 but 3 school dances? What? Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van. Oh my god! Ugh, she's so attractive. Can I take Ashley instead of Colonel Sanders, please? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. No, but prom isn't graduation. Prom takes place before you graduate, right? Yeah. He just knew where the colonel lives and broke into his house. Now that everyone is together, it's the Spark Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spark Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to the Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an interest, Colonel Sanders? Oh, it's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I knew you were able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we got a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am, and this isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she managed to surpass you in that regard. In 3 days. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel the fucking flower petals. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken by not inviting people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Starlight, what are you doing all alone? Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I will be so glad to spend it together with you, Starlight. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Starlight, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Is it because I missed those 2 questions on that quiz? I think it's because I missed those 2 questions on the quiz. Jesus Christ, man. So I was setting up my thing, or my screen as, wait, I haven't actually done this. Look at the anime Colonel Sanders over here. shockingly good. It's not what I expected. I expected it to be more like Crush Crush, not more like DDLC, and the fact that it's a visual novel. But here we are. I hope everyone enjoyed that Valentine's Day special here. I know I did. It was fun. I can't really think of anything else. So, yeah. I will try and get my chat fixed. I don't know what's wrong with it. I really don't. On that note, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and enjoy your next one.